They had these little white balls and they were changing colors and they were just all fascinated with them. And I'm like, that looks like the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. All right, so within an hour, I was completely and totally hooked because I had made my Sphero go perfectly around my square and created my first program.
When I started teaching, we didn't have anything like this, so this is all quite new for me.
I didn't know what coding was, what programming was.
The whole concept of coding and this little ball that moves around was probably way out of my way of thinking and teaching.
STEM and STEAM and utilizing robots and technology, that's our way in with our kids.
I'm in charge of bringing the newest technology I can find to our schools.
This program is a huge opportunity for the children to experience a self-learning.
For us, technology has been an enhancing tool more than anything, because you've got to teach your children regardless of how you do it. It just gives a different dimension, allows you to do it in a more creative way and build on life skills as well as the academic skills that they need.
So we need to try to get the Sphero to Europe, and we're going to see how long it takes.
Children need to be able to develop their problem-solving skills, and they need to be able to develop the ability to work together on tasks.
When we introduced coding, you kind of saw a big change. You could see that there was kind of different things going on in his head.
When I test this, if it doesn't work, how am I supposed to fix it? What am I going to do differently?
When you're just learning things in textbook, then it becomes kind of, you have to get the grade, study hard, but when it's practical, then you are involved in it, you enjoy it, it becomes a game.
It's so much more than coding. It's so much about collaborating and critical thinking and communication, not giving up, failing, trying again.
When they solve that problem and you see them jumping and screaming, like capturing those moments of collaboration and commitment to one another are the moments that we all strive for.
The engagement, the vocabulary that the children would churn out as a result of it, all of those speaking and listening skills and the English that could be drawn from what typically would be seen as a computational device, that really meant something to me.
The loop is set for 2, and the main LED will change, turning from normal green to a sea from green.
I know that how much they very clever and smart, these children. It's amazing because you are open their mind, you are give them the challenge, and it was amazing to see this.
As I see this robot, I see it as not a toy, but I see it as something you really put your knowledge in it.
I've got a few that are sort of the quieter sort of achievers that in the group setting I wouldn't have picked that they would have stepped out and sort of been the leader of the group. And then it's really nice to see them sort of take charge and participate and give up some ideas.
When we started putting whatever their calculations was into the app itself, and when they pressed that start button, they could actually see every one of their calculations that they'd done on paper. They actually see it in action.
And we wanted to make sure that students learned trigonometry like SOHCAHTOA, sine, cosine, and involve those in a much more fun way.
I think the biggest thing that hit me straight away with Sphero was the engagement level with the kids. So whether they're more advanced or they're at a beginner level, they can have a go, and I think that's really important.
I like how you challenge your brain, try and get it perfect going through tracks like this.
You can see the light in our students' eyes. They are eager to learn.
Their little faces light up when, they know that we're going to be going to do digital technology and we're going to be using the Spheros.
These are things that are very important for any profession that you go into.
The kids are they're using so much math. They're using angles, they're learning about how to use different tenths of a second, hundredths of a second, things that they haven't learned before, but you tell them and you show them.
So they're excited to come to school because they know that, oh, my teacher might pull out these robots and teach science with them today.
Use the iPad to program it, and then the robot will go where you programmed it to go.
To demystify coding, I'm sure everybody has followed instructions. Even if a family goes on a road trip on holiday, they have to plan out a journey to different towns and cities. And that in effect is developing a program that they have to follow throughout the holidays. So it really does encompass lots of areas in lives. And teachers are beginning to realize that they're teaching these skills already.
Every day I wake up, I'm like, I'm gonna go have a good time today. I'm gonna go play with something new. I'm gonna try something new, and I'm probably gonna learn something new, and I'll probably be a better teacher today.
What makes me happy at the end of the day is when I see students like Lizzie. I know that she's gonna go so far in life because I've taught her how to code.
I've had fantastic feedback from the teachers when they've seen Sphero in action. The first step is to have an open mind and to actually have a go.
Don't be scared, and the kids will show you as well, and we'll learn together.
Start with something small and then ask students, okay, what can you do next? What can we add on to that? Have their ideas.
Coding, computational thinking, problem solving, logical thinking skills are very important to develop, and robots are a fantastic way to do this.
It makes it more fun for you, and it makes you want to learn more.
So when they're those active, engaged learners and you bring in that new technology, or you bring in that robot, or you bring in whatever, it lights that spark in them, and they really go for it. And that's why we're doing what we're doing.